Peggy 7.
Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare features two 12 vs 12 online multiplayer modes. Here are some tips to help you vanquish your opponent. Justin, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare has a 12 vs 12 multiplayer mode, so I guess if you want to win, you've got to play as a team, haven't you?
You have to put together a great team. You have to use team tactics, and character choice is really, really important.
So let's talk about the plants. What have we got?
Pea shooter is a run and gun specialist, likes to take the fight to the enemy. The sunflower is the plant healer. She tries to stay in behind her fellow plants and keep them in the fight. The chomper is more of a sneaky melee kind of character. He really tries to catch the enemy by surprise. The cactus is a range specialist. She really tries to keep a distance from the enemy and take them down.
So for someone that's played other shooters, how would you best relate these character types to types people might have played in other games?
The pea shooter is like a standard assault class. The sunflower you might find as a medic. The cactus is more of a range specialist, like a sniper or recon, and the chomper is more of a melee class.
What's your ideal combination there?
I might do what I call the chomper blitz, which is convince everybody in the next round to spawn as the chomper immediately. Overloading on chompers very early will catch them off guard, and you'll be able to really rack up a lot of vanquishes really quickly.
So what's a good all-round ratio of character types within a team?
Well, I think you want to have at least half the team as pea shooters because they're your assault specialists. They're going to bring the pain to the zombies. I think you probably want about 2 to 3 sunflowers, a couple of chompers, and a couple of cactus to support them.
So for someone that's familiar with other shooters, how would you relate these zombie classes to things they'll be familiar with?
Sure, so the soldier is your typical assault character. He should be very easy to pick up and play, especially for new players. The rocket jump is great at getting him above the action, allows him to look down and kind of pick off some wayward plants. The engineer is definitely a support type character. He can build turrets, he can build teleporters, and he can stun other plants. If you're playing as the engineer, you want to kind of hang back from the battle a little bit, use your support abilities, give him some breathing room. For the scientist, you want to stay at the front line. His goo blaster is very, very damaging up close. He's a little bit like a scout in that he's very fast, can get into the battle very quickly and do a lot of damage with the shotgun. But he also has a healing station, so he is the zombie's healer, and how you choose to play him kind of determines how that goes.
So how would you relate that to something that someone might be familiar with in other games?
It's not quite a shooter trope, but he's more like a battle mage. He's very, very powerful, but he can also heal his teammates.
Finally, the All-Star, what's that all about?
The All-Star is a bit of a tank. He has very high health, he has a very fast-firing weapon, and he can kind of lay down suppressing fire for his teammates to advance. His sprint tackle ability allows him to clear the objective really effectively, and his football cannon, with its fast rate of fire, can lay down a lot of suppressing fire.
If you're going to have a team, what's the best ratio of zombie classes to have?
For me, it's finding that right balance between assault and kind of the more support type characters. 5 or 6 soldiers on one team, and then backing them up with a couple engineers, a couple scientists, a couple all-stars. But reacting to the changing tide of battle, that's key. Is being aware, communicating, changing your roles to kind of compensate for what the plants are doing. If you can keep doing that, you'll have a lot of success.
So if you're a big PvZ fan and you've only ever played the tower defense game, what's the best way to jump into this game? Who should you play as first?
The soldier is probably the easiest character to pick up and play on the zombie side. He's relatively straightforward in his abilities. He's fast. He's kind of good at everything.
And what's your favorite weapon? What's your number one?
The soldier tank commander. He fires an explosive round, one shot, very damaging, but if you're accurate, very, very powerful.
We will.